the channel, we got a turbo blue Centurion from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Hasbro Lightning Collection.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Hasbro Lightning Collection unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a robot. We got the Turbo Blue Centurion. But for all your Power Ranger needs, make sure you hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and I'm going to be first to admit I don't know anything about a Turbo Blue Centurion. I do know Power Rangers up to the Ivan Ooze movie. After that gets pretty fuzzy. However, I like a cool figure every once in a while, and a figure that you can move into some other things. And this big old robot, police-like robot, I guess, figured he called to me, especially at, what was the price point of this? $10.19 on clearance at Target. Of course, use that red card, save an extra 5%. Had to get in on this one for that price. Not a bad deal, I don't think. For 10 bucks for a figure, you're in pretty good shape, I think, most of the time. But we'll see what happens here, and let's dive into the figure, see what's going on. And who knows what's going on with the Lightning Collection? It's on break. Permanent vacation is what I call it, but we'll see what happens with that in the future as well. But let's see this Turbo Power Ranger. Power Rangers Turbo, not so sure about that. I need to consult one of the good friends of the channel, the old outlaw, Waylon Jennings. Power Rangers is his specialty. He could probably answer some questions for me if need be. But Power Ranger Lightning Collection, glamour shots, of course, plastic-free packaging on this one, as we do know. Turbo Blue Centurion on the side. There he is, looking like a space cop from the Space Police. Shout out to Ed Guy, Space Police, yeah, belief in the Space Police. But Ed Guy, a great band out there. Check them out if you've never heard them. Little glamour shots on the back, little breakdown of what's in the box. Jibber Jabber City. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if there's fuss. And obviously there wasn't a whole lot of fuss, as this went to pretty good clearance right off the bat. See you later, goodbye. A little spin on it, a little Spider-Man style. Bam, see you later. And what are we doing here? It's just the old days of the old cardboard and the parchment paper prisons is what we got going on here. There it is. Nothing but cardboard. Nothing but net. See you later. Goodbye. Let's open up the parchment paper here. I sure don't miss the parchment paper. It's going away slowly but surely. Can I get all this out? And then you always got to make sure there's nothing else inside there. Looking good. I think that is it. We're going to do Skyhook. Oh my. And it came back for again. Skyhook. We got it that time. Sure, why not? And then we got, of course, this guy all wrapped up like a mummy or something. He's all wrapped up inside here. And put that back in there. And Skyhook. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto. That is what the great Dennis DeYoung told me when I was about 7 years old. I was in the back of my dad's Mercury Marquise, I believe is what it was called back then. And my dad saw this guy at the airport, needed a lift, and who was it? It was Dennis DeYoung of Styx. And he jumped in the car and he said, "You know who I am?" And I was 7. I said, "No clue." And he said, "I'm Dennis DeYoung of Styx." And I said, "You gotta be kidding me. Who's Dennis DeYoung of Styx?" And he said, "It's me." And then he said, "Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto." And we went on our merry way and we dropped him off at the Holiday Inn down the street. That might have happened. That might not have happened. Somebody fact check that one if you want. But we got him right here. But let's dive into his accessories first. No idea what I'm getting myself into. Absolutely no idea what I'm getting myself into right here. So first thing I noticed is this little blaster gun. So he's got a little police blaster. Blue with blue, yellow, and red little signals. Signals? What is a signal? What am I talking about here? But little graphics there, and then all silver on the other side. He is a police officer. He's got to be the Space Police. And then you got a little effect piece that does fit in there. So I'm here for that. A little effect piece looking good so we can fire his little blaster. A little bit of a bend on it here. Might have to heat that up and straighten it out a little bit, but we're here for that. We do get 2 hands. He came with 2 fists of Robot Fury out of the package. And is this guy even a robot? I'm assuming he's a robot. And you know what happens when you assume. We've been down that road before. But I'm just going to pretend he's a robot either way. But he does got 2 gripping hands here. Of course, up and down hinge. Trigger hands for the robot here. Then we get like a space baton. These lethal batons, same kind of color scheme down here at the bottom, blue, silver up here. Very gummy in the weapon department, but this is where he grabs this and hits somebody right in the knee, like a young Tanya Harding back in the day. Oh, Tanya Harding, what are we doing? I guess she didn't do the hitting, but you know what I mean. But that's what it reminds me of, a little baton action here. He's ready for the riots if need be, and now I have no idea what this stuff is. No, absolutely no clue what these are. Obviously, if I knew the character, if I ever saw him in a show, I might have a clue, but it almost looks like a computer chip. You guys tell me, sound off in the comments below, and then I have no idea what this little piece goes to. I would assume it plugs in somewhere, maybe. Or maybe not, of course. Who knows? So I don't know. I don't know what those pieces are. You guys enlighten me in the comments. And then what are these? Shoulder guards? Are these removable or something? No. What is this guy? Where's the instructions? Help me out here. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't know. Like I said, $10 is what I paid for this, so I don't feel terrible. But it looks like he is a police officer. He's got police on the sides of his helmet there. He's got a black visor going on. He's got a little antenna that's very gummy at the top. White helmet throughout. Even got a little microphone in the front there. He just looks like he needs to hop on a motorcycle, like he'd be a motorcycle cop or something. Who knows? But an interesting face on this guy. Now, does he turn into a motorcycle? He's got kind of turning gears over here. Little lights on the side. Looking good on the shoulders. A little white to hold that. Silver across there. Little computer like readout on his forearms. You can do one of these kind of things. 2 Fists of Fury, as I didn't mention. Blue color throughout. I mean, he almost looks like a motorcycle. This kind of looks like the lights of a front of a motorcycle. He feels like he's just going to transform into something like a GoBot or something like that along the way. Who knows? But you got that same color scheme throughout. Blue, yellow, and red. He's got him in the knee pads as well. Got him on the side of the legs. Well, these things come off. So that's weird. So I guess you can choose. That's what these do. You can choose what you want. Oh, I see what's going on here. So you put these other ones that came in here, you snap those in. Maybe you snap those in. Don't quote me on that quite yet. Maybe they're, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like you snap these in. It's got a holster, so you can hold these weapons on the side, which I think that's the way to go with this guy, but I can't get him to snap in. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit. We'll get it figured out, but those are removable on the side. I think you want these so you can store the weapons. I mean, why would you not want to store the weapons on the side? Always great to store things on the figure, not having a baggie or something like that for him, so I'm here for that. He almost looks like he's got the Turbo Power Ranger Championship belt in the middle, but I think it's just some wires and computer readout and stuff like that. Got black boots, and he's got the big old robot feet going on. Of course, arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Single jointed elbow, very, very tight. Actually, double jointed elbow, very tight double jointed elbow. Pinless, though. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable. Head up, down, back, forth, side to side. Little hula hoop at the top. Little traditional ab crunch as well. Big old robotic splits if you need them. Leg goes up. Double jointed knees once again. Boot cut. No boot cut, ankles up, down, side to side. So decent articulation. I would say really good articulation for a robot. There's no doubt there. And then he fits right on a ringside Mattel stand very easily. Fits perfect on there. An interesting one. It's weird when I don't know anything about a character, anything about this guy at all. It's just kind of is what it is. And this is kind of fun, too, because your imagination does all the work for you on things like this. And imagine a little kid, you get this as a gift. You're like, oh, it's cool. I got a toy. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it does. But then you make up a story. Maybe you blend him into a different toy line. You do different things. Something about a kid's imagination. Who we fooling? Something about my imagination. At the end of the day, not looking pretty cool. And I did grab a Ranger, totally not a Turbo Ranger, but you can see the Power Ranger. He's just maybe about the same size as a Ranger, I guess you'd say. Maybe a little bit taller, just by a hair. But an interesting one. Not one I'd want to pay $34, $20, anything like that, but for $10, I feel like I'm okay. I feel like if I needed to sell this loose, I could get like $7 back, so I wouldn't be out too much money. But there's something cool, something different about not knowing what you're getting yourself into, and that's exactly where I was with this Turbo Power Ranger. Blue Centurion, we'll call him a police officer. But what say you? You know anything about this? Is this a mystery to you? You let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about it, and yeah, we'll go from there. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. Sir Paul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for a Blue Centurion, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.